Hello, my loves. It looks like Christian already started. I've been reading the stuff. Yeah, I see it. I just don't know I'm here. Now you do. How you doing? Deb, Sean, Heather. I've already mentioned you, Christian. Can't miss you. Diana. Frankie. We got a little bit of everybody in here tonight. It's really good. Did anybody read the thing I put up for the Raven thing? The totem? Did anybody read that by any chance? Hey, Sabrina. Hey, Peter. How you doing? Well, I've been hearing Raven for the last 3 nights. And terra firma, which means being firm in your foundation, I think. No, mine's been ravens. It's specifically the raven thing keeps coming at me. So what I get from that is that we are transcending, not just transitioning, but taking energy from space to space, like in flight, like when we sleep. I know I'm having some really, really strange dreams. Hey, Manny. How you doing, honey? And I know the rest of you probably are too. I'm just saying. This is a group thing. It's not just one person. It's everybody. If you see crows, you may want to get a checkup. Okay? Just saying. Crows are a sign of health. So you might want to get some kind of checkup. Ravens are predatorial birds, like eagles and hawks. They're very predatorial. Any kind of, if you keep seeing something like that, definitely it's time to go get a checkup. Yeah, they represent that in messages. Okay, so the message that I've been getting lately, it's really, really funny, is that, okay, so let me, Janice is here. Woo, hi, Janice. Let me explain to you this dream I had. I had this dream that I was getting married to somebody. And I had no idea who this person was. But I was moving into this house, and there was just like, and I'm a clutter freak, so I don't like anything cluttered. It drives me, yeah, a little bit of OCD there. So there's these boxes that's stacked up everywhere, and this dude plops his ass down in a chair and don't do nothing. I guess he expected me to unpack all the boxes and do all the work. And I was like, fuck that. and basically told him, you know what? Unpack the boxes yourself. I'm leaving. Then called my best friend Jim up, which he's in Texas. He's not anywhere near me. And I call him up to come and get me. I'll say, hey, man, I need you to come and get me. And he comes to get me, and everything seems to be cool, right? Well, then we go out to his car, and it's only a half a car. It's got 2 seats, but it's only got 2 wheels. It's a half a car. And I kind of just look at him and go, where are we going in that? He said, get in. We'll go. I'm like, but there's no other half of the car. And he's like, trust me. So, and then this dude comes out and he wants to get in the car too. I said, well, there's only 2 seats. So, I mean, to me, that whole situation was like 3 is a crowd, 2's company, 3 is a crowd kind of energy. Yeah, I'm sure it is, Sean. But it was also because there was only half of it there. Half of the dream was missing. Does that make sense? It kept jumping back and forth. It was like I felt like I was sitting there watching a projector. You know how a projector goes like that. You know, that's what it felt like. It felt like I was watching a projector, and it kept fluttering. The pictures kept fluttering up. The astral travel right now is being invaded. The dreamscape, where we are dreaming things that other people are thinking. Groundhog Day, not really, because what you're getting is other people's messages through your subconscious, and they are unaware that they're even sending them. That's called The Walking Dead. It's more bullshit. What do you mean, more bullshit? But it's not really bullshit. It's to show you that it's only half of something. It's not the whole picture. You're not a part of their dream. They're jumping into yours subconsciously. Hey, Rebecca. They don't know they're doing it. My dream world taking place in a whorehouse. Christian, you feeling that Aryan energy hard? I've been feeling it too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. I'm just not in a place where I can act upon it. Okay. The stick availability around here is limited. Well, synergy, don't. If you feel yourself going towards somebody else's dream, like you can actually feel that because you can feel their energy pull you. Try to think of something else. I've actually gone into dreams and changed things. Sacral chakra is smoking. So, well, I told you guys there's going to be 3 categories of people besides the ones who are on board here. Oh, I could sleep. I slept real good last night. I just had some crazy ass dreams, kept getting up, going the fuck kind of thing. But You need to check out, Natalie, you need to check out my moon milk. Did that work for you, Manny? Did that help at all? Exactly, Synergy. It's the same thing. It's like these other people, they are completely unaware that they're astral traveling. There's, like I said, you got your Walking Dead. That's the ones that just consume. They've got no other purpose but to consume. I want it now. I'm You ever watched it? Watch that show? Well, Natalie, you need to look into some remedies that might help. And I got a couple of them. Exactly. I don't even know where I was. She got me lost. So how do I explain this? So you're like this raven, okay? Carrying things from place to place. That's in your dreamscape. And as you're doing it, other people are doing it too. Oh, good, Manny. Get it as soon as you can. You need to get some sleep, baby. You might want to pass that over to Natalie. She's having a hard time sleeping too. It's called moon milk. I did a video on it, Natalie. Or did I do that on a live, guys? I think I did it on a live. So you would have to look through my lives. And there's a recipe in there for moon milk. And take a really, really nice, hot, soaking bath and drink a glass of that. And it's got ashwagandha in it, or you either use that or you use a valerian root. But either way, the mixture of everything is what makes it work, not just one ingredient. Otherwise, we just take the one ingredient. I mean, then it would, just take a shot of that and go to bed. Just like taking NyQuil. Yeah, some of my live streams got some really important information on it, guys. And the sleeping, how you can take your power back. Yeah, valerian's definitely gross. The ashwagandha is not so bad, and it does about the same thing. It brings down. It brings down the. Yeah, some people can use ginger turmeric, Sean. I can't stand the taste of it. I mean, I'll cook with turmeric, but as far as having to drink that stuff straight up, bleh. I drink jasmine tea. I am preparing to make a body cream, though, out of green tea. I follow along with other, with doctors and things like that gives you like anti-aging things. And I'm gonna make some anti-aging cream for your body out of tea leaves, green tea leaves. Oh no, I'll stick to my the cherry juice, the tart cherry juice, pinch of cardamom, nutmeg, cinnamon, cow's milk. There's the recipe for it right there. Write it down. Couple of drops of cherry. Well, you could actually put a whole cap full of the tart cherry juice in it. But and then you could put some kind of tastes like patchouli, smells rotten. I don't know why you think patchouli smells rotten. I think patchouli. I think it smells good. I love it. I think it smells great. The moon milk, it tastes really good. Yeah, you can add a little chamomile to it, which is, that's another spice that will help you sleep. Chamomile is definitely good for that. Talk about relaxing you. You'll be able to at least relax enough maybe to doze off. This energy is intense, guys, and it's going to be that way all month. It's going to be pretty brutal all month, especially for my Scorpios. None of us do, Natalie. That's why we all come in here and talk to each other. We're all by ourselves, most of us. Most of us are. You know why? For one, everybody else is dropping out of your vibration, which means that your standards are getting higher for the people you want to be around and the people that you want to deal with. Okay? So therefore, things start falling away. Once you start waking up to the bullshit, things start falling away. Things that no longer serve you. I've got people that are on it. They're doing the thing I did for 2 years, which was being planted in my shower floor for 2 years. Just crying. I couldn't stop crying. But you're talking about releasing lifetimes of trauma. So it takes time. It takes time. It's called the dark night of the soul, and it ain't no joke. You don't have to explain anything to anybody else. Hey, Evelyn, how you doing, baby? You got a group here on my channel where you could say and do and be whoever you are. You don't have to put on no masks here, which is why a lot of people don't like my channel. Or I don't say don't like it. They can't handle it because it is straight up. Antonio made it. I don't believe you made it. So we don't pull no punches here. We call it like it is, and we're all good to each other. We don't come in here to try to push each other around. People like to do that, and I think it's stupid. Pickled Peter Pickle Pepper. I can't even say it once, let alone 3 times. Welcome. Peter picked the pickled peppers. And Natalie, you won't. Especially if you're processing trauma. You're releasing dark energy. And the more you can find something to laugh about, the more you can find a reason to smile every day, is the faster you heal. That's why I have my lives, because we can sit here and laugh at our own ridiculousness sometimes. And and not judge each other. We love each other. We make fun of each other, and it's funny. When I was in a band, okay, you're talking 20 years of my life, I was in bands. You want to talk about a bunch of cut-ups, all right? But we'd get in fights. This is how close we had to be, even if we didn't like each other. We get in fights like the night before a gig because we'd spent the whole week practicing together, and we hated each other by the end of the week. We hated each other. And so by the night before the gig, we'd be calling, saying, fuck you, man, yelling, talking shit to each other. And then the next day show up to the damn gig as like nothing happened. Business as usual. So I'm used to having many different perspectives other than my own. I'm not the only person in the world, and I know that. Everybody's got their own shit. But that's it. Right now, you're processing that. You're processing, letting go of other people's shit. It doesn't belong to you, man. So it's time to let it go. Sarah's telling me I need to invent something called "Be Gone, Bitch," or "Bitch Be Gone," or something like that. Some kind of spray. I said, you could always take my room is so full of smoke right now. I can't hardly breathe. But you can take something like that dragon's breath incense or sage, and you light that stuff on fire and blow it towards them, and I guarantee they'll go the other way. Bitch, be gone. You be gone. They be going, you gave me smoke inhalation. Wah! Victim. And you will get to the point where you start looking at people that way. Like I said, then we have the drones that do everything they're told when they're told to do it and how they're told to do it and what time they can go to the bathroom. And then we have the energy vampires. Aren't those our favorite, especially Scorpios? Mm-hmm. Trying to suck the life from us. Because most Pisces and Scorpios, they have a shine. They have a shine of confidence. It's not even confidence as much as it is, I don't give a shit. I think it's more, I don't give a shit. And people you can't compete with that. You know what I mean? People try to compete with you, and you're not even trying to compete with them. They don't understand why you just don't give a shit. And it's not that you don't, because Scorpios and Pisces, they feel shit. They feel it deep. They just, what do you want me to do about it? I can't, the only thing I can do is control me and how I react to shit. And I can't control how you're going to act. I can't control what happens to you, but I can damn sure send your shit back to you that you send it to me. Just like you can send love, And I taught one of the ladies, I had a reading, one of the only ladies I scheduled for the day, the black candle trick. Now, Natalie, you can go back to my live. I think it was around the Scorpio full moon a couple months ago. And And that was the black candle thing, where you turn the black candle upside down. Stop that right now, Natalie. We don't beg for anything. If you got to beg for it, it ain't worth it. If it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. Okay? You fill this inner cup first. Then you go for that love that you're looking for. There ain't no begging in this group. That's one of the reasons why, like I said, a lot of people don't like my group, is because there are no victims here. We don't beg, we don't plead, and we don't ask for shit from nobody. Real good reason for that. We learned our lessons. And now we know it's up to ourselves to make sure that our cup is full, that we got what we need. I'm not going to beg anybody for anything. If I got to ask you twice, color me gone. I'm just in that mode. Just like I said, I had a chance to see somebody Saturday night, and I went out of my way to go get stuff to make dinner and make it a really nice evening. And he texted me about 3 o'clock. He says, well, I had an early dinner with my boss, so I don't think I'm going to be that hungry, and I'll be there about 8:30. Saturday night. You know what I said? I think I'm done here. I gave you chance after chance after chance after chance. 3 strikes, you're out. So I don't care if he's the hottest guy in fucking Hollywood. Keanu Reeves is supposed to be one of the hot. I don't think so, but that's what other people think. I think he's got a good personality. But as far as looks goes, you ever seen him without that mustache and beard? Yeah, okay. Anyway. I mean, I think he sold out, so I'm not really attracted to that kind. And Hollywood is evil as fuck. I lived there for 3 years, and I know all about it. I know about all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. I know about all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes in the music industry, too. I've been there. I've been on both sides of the fence, Synergy. Both sides. So I know what happens in the backs in the backwoods. I know what happens on stage. And there's a really lot of bad actors out there right now. I mean, they're bad. They're B grade, if that. I mean, have you watched some of these new shows? I can't get a quarter of the way through them. I got to go all the way back to the 90s and the 2000s just to be able to sit through a movie that I've already seen 100 times. Because they just keep remaking the same movies over and over and over and over again. And with worse and worse and worse actors. Cheaper and cheaper actors, I should say. So they can't get the A-listers, who aren't really even A-listers anymore. Because they're gotten older, so now they're trying to get all these good-looking kids in there that can't act for shit. There's a few, but very few. So I mean, I sit here and watch videos over television. 3113. Nice number. I sit here and watch videos and try to entertain myself when I don't have anything. Well, I'm always busy. I mean, I can tell you that much right now. Talk about vampirism. I'm always busy. I'm lucky if I got enough time to do my laundry and clean my house. The new Helsing. I wouldn't even waste my time on that, boo. I wouldn't even look at it. I'd be like, oh my God. I'd be rolling my when I saw the advertisement, I just rolled my eyes. A Hellraiser? Yeah, you can't remake those movies. You can't remake those movies. Those people are all dead. You know? I mean, in real life. They're the ones that made the movie. You know, kind of like the first, what's the one with the two guys that get stuck in the cell together and the one guy cuts his foot off? Oh, God, I can't even remember the name of the movie. Jigsaw or something like that. You can't, Saw, that one. You can't remake that stuff. Those people don't work in that business anymore, or they're gone. You know, I mean, and you can't remake the same movie without those same people, because those people were what made those movies successful. Kind of like the one with John Travolta and the chick from Kill Bill. See, I can't even remember half the damn names. God, what was the name of that one? That's gonna bug me now. Yeah, Uma Thurman. What was the name of that movie, Manny? Pulp Fiction. Yeah, you can't get those three characters together again in that sort of way and make that movie again. There's no way that anybody would be able to do that better than Uma Thurman and Samuel Jackson and John Travolta. But could you see them doing one of those movies right now? They're 20, 30 years older. No. Could you see somebody taking their place? Have you seen anybody touch Uma Thurman or Samuel Jackson or John Travolta yet? Have you seen any of them come close? No. That time has done passed. And Hollywood is losing its luster and lots of money. Hey, I don't have issues getting a man, girlfriend. It's just not what I want. There's a problem with that. I got to look at you and I got to kiss you. So rather than go through all the mumbo jumbo, I just do a lot of left swiping, because if I can't even picture myself putting my lips on you, then what's the point? A lot of that's fake, Zena. A lot of that is fake. And I'm going to tell you that much right now. I got his real email from a friend of his, and he put up a big sign on his page. I can't remember what his name is. That's how much it impressed me. but he put on his page that he only has one email, and don't get ripped off, because there are people out there posing as him, stalking profiles. Be very, very aware of who you're talking to, and be very aware that there are all kinds of people trying to fool you and steal your money. Mm-hmm. Yeah, in due time, don't rush it. Fill your own cup first. Fill your own cup first. Thunder. And then when you fill that cup, you love yourself, then you got something to offer to somebody who's got something to offer to you. I don't know how to. That was important. I don't know why. But it's like two whole people coming together, as opposed to a half a person and a whole person, or two half of people. Doors in the house. You both have to have full cups. You got 9 cups full? Well, that's a beautiful thing. You know how many people out there about 9 cups shy? For me, I'm about at the 9 myself. I'm happy with where I am. I'm happy with what I'm doing with my life. I'm happy with me. And I'm able to sleep at night because I don't know anybody's shit. Now, until I meet that other person that's like that isn't an energy vampire, that doesn't need my help, that isn't, oh, help me, I need you. That is clingy energy. 13 Ghosts was awesome. Then you become whole in yourself. It's the Kundalini rising. Walk at your door. Yeah, but do you really want him, Natalie? Or are you just manifesting somebody because you're lonely? If you just manifested him because you're lonely, then maybe it's not such a great idea. Maybe you might get more than you bargained for. Oh, Vu, I grew up on them. My grandmother was a horror buff, and she used to make us sit there. And yeah, that's called a mismanifestation, Manny. You got it. And she used to make her sit there with her when she was off work on the weekends and watch. I had to watch Dawn of the Dead when I was like 10. Okay? Because my grandma loved that shit and she made her kids watch it with her. The fog traumatized me. And that's what you do. So instead of mismanifesting and saying, "Oh, sure, let's go for it. Let's come over," and you're not even feeling it. You're not really even feeling it. You're feeling like you made a mistake. Call that guy and say, I had an emergency. I got to do this. Because I think The Exorcist traumatized everybody, Kathy. I mean, I don't think the world was ready for that one when it came out at all. The fog. Remember the fog? it can be. The sky can be the limit, which means that you can break through that glass ceiling. And I wasn't either, but I was only 10. So it was different. And we saw it in a movie theater, and we were like right there in the front. All of us kids sat in the front row. But when you manifest the life that you want, this is. Oh, that was another one, Sean. That one messed me up bad for like years. When you're happy with where you're at and you feel whole, sometimes you feel like that can get addicting, and then you don't want anybody in your life. But at the same token, it does get lonely. And I'm not no different than that. I'm not different than you guys. I sat there for the last 2 days crying for no damn reason. I'm not any different than you guys. I know what the reason is, but see, if you let the people around you that have done bad things to you, and you do that candle ritual that I taught you, you're going to watch them go through the karma that they sent to you. And as much as I don't want to watch it and I don't want to hear about it, I can feel it. And they are people that I love. So, and I don't want them to have to pay for their karma, but that's not up to me. That's up to the universe. You know, you don't let anybody dim your light. You don't dim your light for nobody. You don't back down. I told this lady today, I said, you face that shadow. You hug that shadow. You give it a big cushy kiss and say, you know what? It's okay. Sometimes you fuck up. But you know what? We get back up and do this again. Try to even this out. You don't deny your shadow. You face your shadow. You look it straight in the eye and you walk through that fear. If you don't walk through that fear, that shadow is going to keep chasing you the rest of your life until you turn around and face it. Exactly, Sean. Very, very good analogy there. And Natalie, that's what you're meant to be doing. Spirit is letting you know that's what you need to do right now. And that and even you don't be desperate for anything, because the more desperate you are, the more you chase it away. Yep. I fear not as I walk through the valley of the dark night of the soul. Bitches beware. Yeah, well, sometimes if you're working on many aspects at the same time, I concentrate on one at a time. You know, don't try to process all of that at once. You drive yourself into mental asylum, you know. But yeah, the law of attraction, and that works in both directions. So if you're half a person and you're not whole in yourself and you haven't faced your shadows, you're going to attract your shadow. Trust me on this one. I've done it 1 billion times and I've had to learn each time that I have attracted the same guy in a different body too many times. Well, that doesn't go for just the guys, Antonio. That goes for like lots of things, not just guys. I'm too young to have that many men. But I'm saying the things that I've attracted into my life out of default, by the same behavior. It's like playing the same card and expecting a different outcome. I feel better. I'm still a little on the down low, still having a little bit of a cough, but I'm good. Oh, yeah. You have to screen these people. Screen what people? What are you talking about? You just want a nice girl? Make sure she's not underage. Hey, Jamie, how you doing, baby? The interview process. Oh, I know. Yeah, exactly. You have to be, Manny's making a very, very important statement there. When you manifest, it has to be deliberate. You have to know exactly what you're manifesting. Instead of like saying, okay, universe, I'll take whatever you give me. You know what? You're going to get whatever it gives you. Okay? Yeah, nice is very subjective. You can say, I want a nice girl. You'll get a nice girl that'll kill you. Okay? I'm just saying. Not that she would, but you know what I'm saying. Napa, I've been crying for 2 days, and after the candle ritual, when you do that, you know what's coming for other people. So you're having to release that. And you're releasing all your own past traumas as well. So for the last few days and up until the end of this month, you guys are going to be releasing a lot of dark shit. Yes, Sean, you have to be exact. You have to be specific about your manifestations, or the universe is just going to throw you anything. Yeah. Draw your Picasso. Draw. I drew this apartment before I found it. No lie. That ain't no lie. That ain't no shit. I drew this exact apartment and how I wanted it set up and everything while I was sitting in a homeless shelter. And I checked out like 4 places before I found this one. And I said, here it is. This is it. Yes, I was speaking about the reversal candle spell. That is that's like the beginning of reversing things for yourself. It will make you feel lighter. However, you will witness anybody that's around you that has been throwing shit your way. You will witness them get it back 3 times 3. And if you don't want to see it, don't be around them. That's all I can say to you about that. Yes, the black candle in the mirror. I prefer not to know myself, even though I can feel it, because my empathic abilities are really, really strong and my third eye's open. Yeah, everything I write down, I manifest. Exactly. It might not come exactly in the order I write it down, but I get almost everything I write down. We've all been through a lot, Natalie. I came out of a homeless shelter to this spot right here because of an abusive situation with my family member. I lost my mother in 2018, and in the middle of it, my dark night of the soul. When my twin flame told me that he was betrothed to somebody else, and I thought he was it. Then my mother died, the only one I had left. So I'm here on this planet, even though I have family that doesn't want anything to do with me. I'm by myself, all except for you guys. My son comes around. What am I reading? Antonio, who are you talking about? Oh, hey, Frankie. Thank you, baby. Woot, woot. I walk alone. And I had a little brother. He died in 2016. My father in 2014. So 2020 was my year, and guess what? I beat it. So there's that. Pisces read. Oh, shit. Am I reading just general for Pisces, or am I reading for somebody specific? Because this seems pretty specific. Hold on a minute. I got to figure out who I'm reading this for. The general? Okay. Well, somebody needs to save some money. And they're getting all stuck in their head because they want justice. And Spirit is about to spring something on you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Like I said, be careful how you're manifesting, guys. Because I'm going to tell you, you might manifest somebody that you fall completely in love with and doesn't want anything to do with you. Because you're lonely. Not because you're really in love with them. But it's still going to break your heart. You may manifest somebody that falls completely in love with you. And you don't love them. And it's going to break their heart. That's what I just saw on those cards. Well, Evelyn, we do what we got to do. And you're in a spot right now where they're really hammering people. So I feel really bad for you, baby. Australia's getting it. Or isn't that where you're at? You're in Australia? Or somewhere around there? You guys are getting it pretty bad. The next ones are going to be the UK, guys. So just so you know. Yeah. Australia. And then the next one is going to be United Kingdom. Britain too. So stock up on whatever you can right now and make sure you got plenty of firewood, Antonio. Okay. Make sure you got enough wood chopped and set yourself up. Because it's coming. It'll be here by midwinter. It will be rough. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. I don't do that. And then the United States will be next. China's already feeling it. Lots of other countries already feeling it. But the big ones are next. Yeah. Evelyn, you can't even, what's it, $50 for a pack of cigarettes in Australia? For a pack of cigarettes. Oh no. Oh no, I'll bet that has just got your hormones all messed up. I do, Evelyn. Anything that, if I can help in any way, you got a direct connection to me. You can talk to me anytime you want. Held to the gnaw, what, Manny? Yeah, and that's what we got to do. We have to help each other get through this. I can send you some in the mail, Evelyn, but it's in pill form. I mean, it's I got plenty of that. They gave me a whole. I can't take it. I'm the exact opposite of that. So go on Facebook and leave your mailing address there. I'll send you some free shit. Okay? It's a lot of that I can't use them for anything. Oh no. Well, that will suck. Why would you be under? I mean, come on, man. There ain't no name on it. Who knows it's not for you? It's because it just be packaged with your name on it. There ain't going to be nothing else on it. I damn sure would put my name on it. You won't be able to send it. See, this is what I'm saying. They're trying to control the complete narrative here. So we can't help each other out from other places. Except for China and Russia. But I don't think they're going to have a very good winter either. Throw down something down for Scorpio. All right. Yeah, the United States will be the last ones. And that'll be right after the United Kingdom. Has anybody even watched any of the news clips from Biden even talking? I mean, I can't get through 1 or 2 minutes of that without feeling like, is this real? Is this really real? I mean, this guy has actually got control of our armed forces. I can't believe that he's even real. Like I said, bad actors. Really, really, really bad actors. You can't even believe they're acting. You think they're that stupid because they are. I found a polite way of saying you're stupid. Somebody gave me a meme the other day, and it says, it said, wisdom has been chasing you your whole life. You've just been much faster. Scorpio. Okay? Somebody's gonna come forward and tell you that they love you, but I think you might not be interested. Okay? I think you're finding your inner strength, Scorpio. You're finding that lion inside of you to take it to the next step. You're not really interested in love right now. You're interested in manifesting shit. Manifesting shit. And getting your wheel of fortune. So, I don't think you're much interested in love right now, Scorpio. I think you're too busy, like, swinging your magic wand around. And I don't mean the shtick there, Christian. You're not even interested in this right now. And you will be. But I don't think it has anything to do with love. It's like, you know what, this reminds me of somebody who's really, really bored, you know? And then somebody comes along and says, you know, I'm so in love with you. And you're like, yeah, whatever. Okay. My strength is being used somewhere else. I'm waving my magic wand and I'm getting what I want, which is this. That's Virgo, Leo, and Sagittarius there. Swing. Yeah. So, well, if you did the black candle trick, yeah, you sent them into the dark night of the soul is what you sent them into. Something that you probably already had to do. You just sent it back. But with love. You know? I send it back, but I send it back ashes to ashes, dust to dust, to send you back with nothing but love. New love for me, you got me paranoid with that mismanifestation. Poor thing. Yeah, I will, Manny. I don't think you're mismanifesting anything. I think you just need to get some sleep. Okay? Uh-oh. You already know it's coming, Manny. You did it. You did it. Sorry, you did it. Bam, there it is. Love. Wheel of Fortune. Pisces. You know it. You know what you did. You know you did. What had happened was you walked away from something and it might be coming back. The only way to stop gang stalking is by strengthening your Taurus field. If they can't see you, they can't stalk you. Just saying. Fuckery at its finest. Yep. It's the snare set. Yeah, I got you now. Well, yeah, and I get stalked too, but you know what? My Taurus field is strong enough that shit bounces back at him, and I don't feel guilty about it. Not at all. You deal with that. Out of my energy. All right, now, King of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. You got your guard up. You don't know about, you're confused about someone. And the confusion lies in fairness. Whether you should be fair to someone or not. Maybe give them a second chance. I don't know. No, I gotta do the old yeller. Take the dog out back and shoot it. I'll adopt a cat, she says. I don't even want a cat. Yeah, Janice, you got a cat though. I don't want a cat. I don't want any animals. I'm lucky if I can keep up with my plants. Dogs are awesome, but I've had to give them up too many times to the point where I don't want one now because I get too attached. You just met a Taurus. He's moving in. Because the Taurus is kind of slow. They kind of slow. Oh, Evelyn. Well, at least it's a good thing. I love dogs too. Well, that's Manny. See, I had to give mine away, and I because he's a pit bull, and there was little kids around, and it wasn't even my kids; it was my kids, and he almost bit another dog in half. A stupid damn dog that would howl all night, and so I ended up having to get rid of him for other people, and I'm just not going to do that again. I live in an apartment, 1-bedroom apartment. And I like big dogs. I don't like the little yap dogs. I like big dogs. Synergy, I got you. Ooh. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Synergy, are you trying to stay away from everybody? Because something's not trying to stay away from you. Okay? Something is completely and totally stuck on you. They're about to come at you. Full force. The shtick. And you're going to feel like this. I got birds in my hair. I need to go get my hair did because I got birds in my hair. Yeah. You manifested something. Have your bucket of water ready. Sean's got the program down. Bad man. It's on. Birds in the hair. Well, like Sean said, have your bucket of water ready by the door. Your broom and your bucket of water ready. In case it's somebody you don't want to see. Yeah, I got something for you. Exactly. Exactly. Both cards have birds in their hair. So think about that for a minute. It's going to leave you feeling like, ah. So you might want to get that bucket of water ready. I'm just saying. Yeah, you're funny. Oh, Zena, thank you, baby. Thank you. What cards were they? I don't remember. You think I show them to you that you're supposed to remember? It looked like the stick was coming at you. Hardcore. Some passion. It's a brand new beginning, but it's a tower. So you're not going to expect it. You're not going to, whatever this is coming at you, baby, you're not going to expect it. But it's hot and it's fiery and it's a brand new beginning. But it's passionate. Well, the tower is a Scorpio. The Ace of Wands is an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and you got Sagittarius also. So, why he ghosted me again? Are you chasing him, Ivy? Are you being needy? Because that chases a man away faster than anything on the planet, right? Especially right now. Stand on your own 2 feet, guys. And expect the unexpected. There's going to be a lot of that going on. I still love my rat of a husband, but have 2 times telling me that they love me, but I do not love them. That's called projection, and it's a form of narcissism, Janice. So you're getting gaslighted on a regular basis. That's going to be up to you to change that paradigm, because they're not going to change until you change, which means you kind of got to go fuck this shit. Maybe synergy. There's something coming. Something's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. I like Dobies too, but I'm more of a Rottweiler pit bull, type. Last dog was a pit bull. He looked like a pit bull Dalmatian. He was brindle. He was white with spots all over him. He was so adorable. His name was Achilles, because that dog was so strong that it would take 2 of us to teach him a lesson, even when he was a puppy. Yeah, leopards usually don't change their spots, that's for sure. What about you, Sean? Did you ask me a question? Eyes on swivel. I don't have eyes on swivel. I only got them going frontwards, and I don't know what I'm seeing. I don't even leave light on. I'm up 2 stories with 2 locked doors. Good luck with that. All right. You're going to have to go through two locked doors. Good luck. Bye, Felicia. I didn't know what that meant until like the last couple of years. Yeah, that's why I don't want one anymore, Kathy. There's too much involved in it, and it becomes one of your children. And then when something happens to one of your children, what does it happen? It breaks your heart. So, you get morning love, but after that, nothing. Oh, That's called playing hard to get, and it's a game. Are you willing to play that game? Or do you have enough respect for yourself not to play that game? Do you love me or don't you? If you don't, bye, bitch. I gotta go. There's other fishes in the sea. Pisces, Scorpio, Aries. When am I going to get a decent job? Let's see if I can help. As soon as you figure out what the hell you want to do. I mean, for real. Are you the one that's losing sleep? I don't know, but it seems to me with the Four of Swords here, you're healing from something, okay? Nine of Wands telling something hurt pretty bad. You know, in a way, what you want, but you walked away from it. Now you're getting crystal clear about it. Now you know what you want, but you have to walk towards what you want. You can't just cut everybody off and expect it to drop in your living room on the floor. You got to go after it. But you have to be clear about that. Like I said, you can't just mismanifest. If you mismanifest, then you're going to end up with something you don't want. You think you want, but then you don't really want it. It's like, oh, God send. And then I was like, oh, fuck. What I get myself into? You know? You have to go find what it is that you're looking for because it's looking for you too. It is the law of manifestation. It is the law of attraction. But you have to be clear about that. Unless you want to work at McDonald's, and I mean, that's a no-brainer. Speaking of McDonald's, that's literally a no-brainer. Peter Pan, he's still there. Night-night, Peter. Is it Peter that's leaving or Antonio? Oh, Antonio, yeah, it's the middle of the night there. I love you, baby. I see you at our class. Get some rest. Make sure you're stocked up on everything, okay? Okay? Take care. Exactly. Just like the lottery. Can't win if you don't play. But you got to have a target. You can't just kind of fling it in the air and just say, oh, whatever lands on me. Well, you know, next thing you know, bird shit's going to land on you. Then what you going to do? You see what I'm saying? You have to manifest in a way that is your vibration. For one, it has to be on your vibration. It can't be down here. Like say you're a paralegal, right? You went to school, you went to college, and you got all of that education. And now you're working as a clerk at McDonald's, serving food. Mismatch. See what I'm saying? You're already at a different level. So you have to go to that level or above. You're waiting for a spiritual mentor. Well, if you go back to all my lives, you'll find one, at least parts of one. I do the best I can. What problems with that? I've got to close down until the end of November. Then I'm going to open it back up again. We've got another month. It might even be the end of December because we've got to do something on the 21st of December. And then I'll take on more students. Right now we're kind of full. And we are manifesting. I mean, some of us a little more than others, and some of us are going through the dark night of the soul, which is part of shadow work. That takes years, baby. You can't, some of that shit you can't just do overnight. It took me 2.5 years just to get out the hole, just to go right back in it again. And then I had to get out of that hole. What? What are you practicing for, Sean? Hi, Demon asked. You're welcome, Kathy. Like I said, start watching some of my lives. You'll get some more truth out of life than you'll read in most books. I might be silly and crack up a lot, but I didn't get these scars from nowhere. I've lived them. I just had to turn around and learn how to love them as much as I can, because they're a part of me. Shiny. Yeah, Sharon, fall down 7 times, you get back up 8, And then maybe that next time you learned your lesson and you don't do it again. But then again, maybe you didn't. You do it again. You do it until it starts to hurt. And then it's like, you know what? This really hurts. I'm tired. I want to do something else. And you find it. Or you don't. Well, John, I'm an ex-fighter. And I don't think I've ever been afraid of anything in my life. Really. Except my dad. I was scared to death of him. Exactly, Evan. You might put me down for a minute, but I ain't gonna stay down. I'm too strong. You push me too far, I'm gonna fuck you up. I guarantee you that much. You're gonna be missing something. Depends on what it was there, Sharon. It's very yeah. All right, guys, gotta start watching the speech, because then we get the little bots in here. Oh no, Sharon. Oh no. There's a lot of things in this world that are very difficult to give away, Natalie. A lot of things that we have to let go of. That's very, very difficult. But we can't let that destroy us. We have to get back up, no matter what. No matter what. That's our strength. I married my mom too, Kathy. I'm serious. My mom was a Sagittarius, my grandma was a Sagittarius, and my ex-husband was a Sagittarius. And the last guy I dated was a Sagittarius. You think I learned my lesson? I think I got it this time. I think I got it this time. I said I'm done here. That's enough. I don't even want to go down that road again. I've been in Sagittarius there. It's not that it's hell. It's like you're all by yourself, but you're with somebody. It's like you're in the same vicinity. Oh yeah, that's true too. Nothing's ever a Sagittarius's fault. I'm a victim. I'm a victim of circumstance. And now my grandma was not like that, but my mom was. Well, was in lack mentality that never wanted to accept that she did anything wrong. Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. And this guy here doesn't want to accept anything's his fault, that he can just call me every 3 months and show up on my door and expect to get some hoochie coo and promise me nothing. Then I had a husband for 10 years that after 7 years I was married to myself because he was too busy doing the computer, if you know what I mean. And then he married six months after we get divorced. So that should tell you something. I ain't been married since. I flat out refuse. I'm not going to settle for that bullshit anymore. I don't care if I have to be alone. You're either going to get the most of me or the ghost of me, and the same goes for you. My mom was manic depressive, but she didn't know it. She was very, very codependent on my little brother. She didn't know it. She passed away in 2018. And the only thing I wanted to do was save her. But I couldn't do it with her because she would be around people I couldn't be around because she couldn't be by herself. And she couldn't hang out with me because I don't want to be codependent. I'm not a codependent energy. I do my own thing, you know. It's like, Ma, yeah, I'll hang out with you. I'll help you around the house and do things for you and all that. But I gotta go over here for a while. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and just be old with you and sit in a chair. That's not my nature. I always have to be doing something. I'm that way. And my mom sat in a chair for 2 years after my brother passed away and pretty much was done, health-wise. I already knew what was in. I don't believe in genetic hereditary because I think that you can change anything you want. And a lot of these people have just condemned themselves to their genetics. Hey, Sean, lots of Canadians only speak English. You're not the only one. And doing you is what you should be doing. Make sure that the number one person is taken care of unless you have children. Then you take care of the children. But without you, the children don't survive. You understand what I'm talking about? You gotta take care of you first. Fill that cup. Make sure you're strong enough and you're ready to protect that future. You know? If you can't protect yourself, how are you going to protect anybody else? Exactly. Can't pour from an empty cup. So before you even engage in a situation where somebody is going to suck the only life that you have left out of you, you gotta strengthen that shit. You gotta have something to give, or you got nothing. Check that out. You gotta have something to give, or you mismanifest. This is an age gap. Okay? This is a queen and a knight. So this is somebody who isn't quite as mature as the queen. Whether it be an age gap or just, somebody's more immature than the other one. Last guy I dated saw things in ones and zeros, and you want to talk about immature. Jeez. If he only knew half the shit I did, he probably wouldn't hang around. I gotta get that book written. Watch this shit. Because I dared life. I took it on. I dared it. And yeah, I fell down. Smacked up against a few walls. Broke a few things. But I did learn. It only took me 50 years, but I did learn. Y'all gotta learn before you're old, so you still got something to work with. That's a good one, Evelyn. Mine's just gonna be watch this shit. And it's gonna be this little kid standing on like one of those, where they have the cliff divers, and it's gonna be this little kid in a pair of shorts like ready to jump off a cliff into the rapid water. I think I've been on a lifelong journey of healing. Because I did things differently, and my family didn't like me because of it. I mean, I even ran away from my grandma's house, showed up at my dad's house. His wife pulled a gun on me because I beat her ass when I was 13. Like I said, the story goes on and on and on. Well, staying for the children and being able to provide for them children is very important. My kids are 40 and 34, and I'm going to tell you what, I just told my daughter that it ain't happening no more. I love you. I love you with every breath I take. But I am not going to be the person that you blame for everything that's wrong in your life anymore. It's time for you to grow up and take responsibility for that. Yeah, McDonald's sucks to work for, I can tell you. I never worked for them, but my first job was Burger King. I was 15 years old. And it sucked. I went straight from that to Pizza Hut. And when they still had the big salad bar in the middle, I don't know if they still do that, and they had waitresses. So I waited tables at Pizza Hut. And then I went straight from that to lying about my age. And went to work at a place called Melons when I was 17. They served alcohol and everything. I gave them a fake social security number and all that. Yeah, $3.35 an hour was my first job at Burger King. And then I stepped it up with the waitressing at Pizza Hut, and I learned how to make tips. I was like, oh, well, this is cool. I might only be making $2 an hour, but I'm making like, $20-$30 a day, right? Well, let's step it up a notch. I was a hot little thing at 17, 18 years old. I went to a place called Melons, told them I was 18. I was only 17. Gave them a fake. It took them like 6 months to figure out that I needed to show them a real Social Security card. But in the meantime, I was working in a bar making $100 a night in tips. It was like a Hooters. It was just like a generic Hooters. Yeah. Oh, I used to love waiting tables. I ran a place called BT Bones in Palm Harbor, Florida. I was the assistant manager there for about a year and a half. I used to love to wait tables, and I made all kinds of cash. I worked at Chili's. I worked at a couple fine dining restaurants. Yeah, youth and health are the biggest wealth. You got that right. Because you can do anything when you're young. But you can do it when you're older, too, as long as you stay in good shape. For Melons to Hooters. My girlfriend worked at Hooters, and she went and got a boob job after she was working there for a while. And I didn't see it until it was Halloween, and we had this place called Thunder Zone, and all the bands would meet there at the end of the night. And she come walking out, and she had on this mermaid costume. Bitches were that big. I ain't gonna lie. And she comes walking out, and she goes, "Oh, how do you like them?" And I'm like, "What'd you do? You got a whole nother person on your chest." And then she got pregnant and had a baby. And they dropped to her knees. And she had to have them all redone all over again. And titties cost her like 40 grand. Mermaids rule. Email. Yeah, good for you. We don't need no knee melons. You know, you can be the hottest bitch on the block, but you got knee melons. You got a problem. I don't think anybody's gonna look at you, look at the rest of you at all. They'll be too busy looking at those melons on your knees. I'm crying here, guys. Oh shit, that was great. I can't see. Oh, I'm crying. Don't ever apologize for making me cry and laugh. Don't ever. That is the awesomest thing I've heard all day. You got to understand that I visualize everything you say. So when you say something like that, I see it. And I see it in like Jim Carrey. So I will cry. That'd be somebody in denial, Sean. She means serious life denial. Serious denial. Serious denial. Now, not just a river in Egypt. or the part at the end where she had it tucked and she was standing there like that. Oh God, that was great. that was the greatest, one of the greatest movies ever. Oh yeah, they're tears of joy, Annie. 60 to 36 loans. Yeah, well, see, I was glad I was married to a millionaire when that time came for me. But I made the mistake of putting mirrors up halfway down my bedroom. So every time I came out of the shower, I could see myself naked, walking sideways. And they looked like Aborigine titties, you know, like they were flat against my body. And I was in good shape. The whole rest of my body was in good shape, but these boobs just were flat against there, and the nipples pointed to the floor. So I looked at my husband and I said, we're going to have to do something about this. I can't keep looking in the mirror at these. And I went and had them done. And I will never, ever do that again. I mean, they're going to have to stay put where they are. I will never endure that again. It was horrible. 4 months it took for me to heal. It was awful. I'm just glad I got saline and not silicone, because all of those are popping and people are getting sick. So even if mine break or anything, it's just salt water. Hey, you know, Sean, in about 20 years, mine are going to be knee melons, because there's bags in there, so it's going to stretch my skin all out. They'll be bouncing off each knee as I walk. Good night, Boo. You take care, baby. We'll see you next time. We'll be here Saturday night. Well, Evelyn, you are definitely feminine, dear. Definitely feminine. You don't. You even your voice is kind of feminine, even though it is definitely deep, but it is the way you talk is still feminine. But don't piss you off. That's all I have to say. You got one of the slayingest ass mouth I ever seen. You will cut a bitch in half with them words. I've seen it. You're on my Facebook. And then I see them come back and apologize and suck up to you too. Well, that's Darius full moon. Yeah. I woke up a couple days in a row wanting to fight just because. It's a good thing I live by myself. That's all I got to say. I used to keep, I used to keep a heavy bag, and before I started moving around, I used to keep a heavy bag in my house, so I could go beat the shit out of it every time I get mad. I had a kick bag too, so there was one time I got so mad I took a aluminum baseball bat to my aluminum shed. That was a losing battle. Taking out there going, motherfucker. Oh, my hands hurt now. I don't fight like a girl. That's the difference between me and lots of girls, is I don't fight like a girl. I don't do this kind of thing. I will fuck you up. And I ain't scared. I pin you too. Yeah, exactly. In between rounds, you stop being mad. See, the MMA is what I did, Sean, but it was Hapkido, which is you either do the 3 years and get your black belt or you start over. They take no prisoners. And that's Kung Fu and Aikido mixed. So, yeah, that's a lot of feet work. Muay Thai is very, very good for your body. I'm going to tell you that right now. It strengthens things that, yeah. I've watched some really interesting, what do you call those? Where they put on shows. You had to stay home out of sight. Not good. You need melons. I don't bull up to a dude. I know better. The last person that I was in competition with was a dude. All right? No girls would fight me anymore. So I ended up having to fight a dude on my last competition that I did because, we did it for points. And I thought I was Billy Badass. I thought I was all that in a bag of chips. It's like, okay, let's do this. Little guy too. And I went flying at him, double kick in the air. And you know what he did? He took a step back. And I landed straight on that damn knee and bent my leg to all the way backwards and ripped out the back of my knee and my right hand, my right leg. And all he did was step backwards. See, that's the difference between men and women. Women are irrational. We think we can do this even when we know, we might get hurt. Women can get irrational, and men are stronger. And as far as fighting goes, smarter. They're more strategic. I will never take on a man. Not. I've been hit, but they didn't get a second chance. Tell you that much. Do it once, shame on you. Do it twice, shame on me, because I stuck around for the second ass whooping. Nope. I'm a maple ninja. What the fuck is a maple ninja? You go around tapping trees there, Sean? Well, if it's that kind of situation, Manny, I'm just gonna call you Manny. I don't like that having to be so particular. If it's a situation where if it's me or you, it's gonna be one of us, all right. And you're gonna be missing something if it's me. I don't know. I'm just gonna put it to you like that. That's what I'm saying, Evelyn. I mean, if you're bigger than I am and you're stronger than I am, and you're gonna get a hold of me, well, you better expect some kind of scar, because you're gonna get one. Unless, no, these kids nowadays, they don't know how to do that no more. They just pull out guns and shoot each other. No, ain't nobody knows how to fight anymore, but a bunch of sissies. Bunch of sissies. They wouldn't know what to do if somebody came out. They'd be like, ah! You want what? Yeah. When people settled things with their fists and not with the firearms. Yeah, it was a lot easier life, Well, guys, yeah, they don't know what to do if somebody actually stands up to them, without some kind of gun or something, whatever. And actually, they do take skill. You can't just point. Sometimes it doesn't go where you think it's going to go. You got to know how to use one. Trained in those too. All weapons. Somebody gives you something like that, you got to know what you're doing with it. Otherwise, it's like any other tool. It doesn't do you no good if you don't know how to use it. A retort. What's a retort? I love you guys. You are just the best. You cheer me up even when I'm having a bad day. One of my past lives, I was shot in the face and I saw the whole thing happen. So I didn't feel anything, but I could hear everything because I was still alive. Well, see, now everybody's a keyboard, what do they call that? Yeah, well, Manny, you understand. Now everybody's a keyboard warrior, they call you names and they threaten you and stuff through a keyboard, but you come at them and they'll be going, pick up their computer. I love you guys. Mwah. I will see you Saturday night. Take care of yourselves out there. And if you live in the UK, stock up, babies, on whatever you need for the winter. Do it now. All right? Take care. Love you.